Comfort of your own homes and the comfort of the sports bars, in the comfort of your own motor vehicles. But make sure you get that license, hey? As we bring you the game between hosts, the students, Herentials taking on Chinuchedu, Simba Bhora. Yes, that's the game that we'll be bringing to you live. So number 6 meets number 2. Number 6, the students, Herentials. Number 2, Chinuchedu, Simba Bhora. And to get more insight in what is going to happen, let's say hello to 2 of our experts from ZBC TV Sports. First, let's say hello to the man we call Uche. He is Achiford Mundava. Uche, it's always good when you're around.
Well, thank you so much, CNN. And since we're in Zimbabwe, good afternoon to you. But to those who are watching across the globe, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching this beautiful game.
Of course, in case you're wondering, Uche, yes, he hasn't changed. He's still Werder Bremen of German. Then I'm told, let's say hello to a man who, he wasn't sure whether he wanted to be called up for duty, but he had to come because his team was hammered just a couple of days ago in the FIFA Club World Cup by Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, I'm talking about the man who's a staunch follower of Real Madrid. They were hammered 4-0. We call him Chinola. Let's say hello to William Mtingwa. Chinola, I know we're not going to rub salt into your wounds. We're just going to talk about our own beautiful premiership.
Yeah, let's stick to what we are here for. It's a very good afternoon to all you Zimbabweans. And yes, today we are talking about the most beautiful game, Rufaro Stadium. Herenda was the students taking on Chinuchedu. Yes, that Club World Cup, that's pre-season. It happens. Yes, we wanted to win it. We wanted to be the inaugural winners of the Club World Cup, but it happens. PSG is a world team. Remember, Luis Enrique, I think it took him almost 2 years to build that team. And for Xabi Alonso, it's only 3 weeks. So give him time.
Yes. All right, okay. Give him more time. Xabi Alonso. But, well, we will start. Let's just talk briefly about the Women Africa Cup of Nations. What? You are saying what? What? It's the Women Africa Cup of Nations. Our own mighty warriors were knocked out of that one by Angola, who in turn were also knocked out by Zambia. So we are not there. It's happening in Morocco. We are showing it live. I'm sure you've watched some of the games. And it started on the 5th of July, the finals on the 26th. We're at the group stage now, and there are 12 teams there. There are 3 groups of 4 teams each. The two top winners from each group will be joined by the 2 best placed runners-up to go into the quarterfinals. And in Morocco, that's where it's all happening, Uche, for the girl child, the women, if we want to be more precise.
Yeah, for the girl child, the CNN, but unfortunate for Zimbabwe that we're knocked out. But like they say in geography, the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. But in soccer, it's the opposite. The higher you go, the hotter it becomes. Also, Angola knocking us out, but it also became hotter for them. They were also knocked out by Zambia.
Yes, we were knocked out by... We didn't go there eventually. Yes, Angola getting knocked out by Zambia. Like I said, we are bringing you this women... WAFCON, yes, Women Africa Cup of Nations finals edition in Morocco live. And some of the highlights there that we were bringing to you. The defending champions of this tournament are Banyana of South Africa. And then, of course, tomorrow, yes, make a date with us, because at 9 p.m., 2100 hours, we will be bringing you the FIFA Club World Cup final between PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, will be taking on outside Chelsea. But a lot of Chelsea fans thinking that they might do something. Well, I don't have to tell you, because Ginola, William Mtingwa, will not be watching that one. I can bet you. You won't be watching. Will you be watching that one, Ginola? Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, I think I'll watch it. I want to see, and I'm sure Chelsea will be in for it tomorrow. Yeah, PSG will lift this Club World Cup.
So you'll be rooting for Chelsea?
No.
Yeah. Nah, you're not.
I'll be neutral. I'm just watching football.
All right.
Yes, it is.
You see, I like me. And the numbers. I think I don't care. I don't care because the Wombats. I always tell you, Mam got about that team Wombats guys. Mona thought. All right. So don't miss it. Tomorrow night, 2100 hours, we'll be bringing to you live. PSG taking on Chelsea. Right. So let's get back to where it matters most, right here in Zimbabwe. Kumbiles, it's Herentials, the students taking on Chinuchedu, Simba Bhora. And these teams have met 5 times ever since Simba Bhora came into the top flight. Herentials have won twice. Simba Bhora have won twice. And 1 game has been drawn. So, what we're going to do now, how did it all start? Well, let's start with the students arriving at Rufaro Stadium, then see Chinuchedu. As we see there, the students arriving at Rufaro Stadium, and high-flying students, they're currently number 6. Their last game, of course, we saw them whacking Dynamos by 2-0. And Uche, this team here, they're just high-flying right now.
High-flying, and there's one thing CNN about Herentials. They are defying the scientific formula. If you look at the log standings, they have scored 14 goals. Out of the top 13 teams, they are the worst scorers. Right? But they were number 6. But in terms of the defense, that's where they are solid. They've conceded 10 as well as the Simba Bhora. They have the best defense. So if their strike force was complementing their defensive capabilities, they were supposed to be maybe number 1 or number 2. So the strike force must come to the party.
That's right.
Look, they've scored 14. But if you rate the team in terms of scoring, they were number 14. In terms of scoring, number 14. But defensively, they were 3rd. So if they had managed to balance the attacking versus the defensive act, they should be number 1 or number 2. So Herentials must just score goals because defensively, they are solid. They have the 2nd best defense, 3rd best defense in the league after that of Moz, followed by FC Platinum rather, followed by Moz. Then they're on 3rd with the Simba Bhora.
Right. So it's, it looks very enticing. Right. How did Chinuchedu arrive at Mbiles Rufaro Stadium? Take a watch. There they did. Chinuchedu, number 2 on the standings and gunning for it. They're only 3 points behind Moz, who of course will be telling you Moz are being hosted by Yada at Hart Stadium. But right now, let's stick with Chinuchedu. Yes, they're doing it in style as they go into the changing room. Now, of course, under the mentorship of Dubai, that's Joel Lupatla. And Ginola, this one here is going to be quite a cracker. I mean, we should expect it to be so.
Exactly, CNN. This is going to be a cracker. And remember, their last meeting at Wadzanai Stadium, Chinuchedu managed to edge Herentials by a 0-0. But in October, towards the end of last season, Herentials came up with a last gasp equalizer, a brilliant free kick that was scored at the city end there at Rufaro Stadium. So them being victorious by 1-0. Like you said, as we started the program there, each team has managed to win two games apiece, and one ended in a draw. So this is their 6th meeting, and it's going to be a very tough game. Because Herentials, like Archie said, they are very difficult to breach that defense. They got a very good defense. Not knowing today that they are missing their first choice goalkeeper in Takarinda Ishe, who was injured against the Dynamos. Yeah, that was a nasty injury which he sustained. But the reserve goalkeeper who came in, he came up with some brilliant saves.
He was actually number 1
before
he lost
the jersey.
Yeah,
so I'm sure this is his opportunity to reclaim the number 1 jersey. And I was at Rufaro Stadium last week, and I saw Dynamos being outplayed by 2-0. And Yomudara, IB9, almost came out with a brilliant assist with all guys, supporters in the VIP stand on their feet, and the Herentials striker missed that glorious opportunity. I'm sure you were in studio, you saw that assist by IB9. So we are expecting Simba Bhora. They've been playing a good flair passing game, But their biggest undoing for them to be on number 2 is they had not been capitalizing on home advantage. They've been drawing too many games at home. The last outing they drew against ZPC Kariba. But ZPC Kariba also a hard nut to crack, especially the way they are taking their set pieces. I'm sure they are the best set piece takers in the country so far. If you saw the one they took against the Simba Bhora at Wadzana Stadium, what a brilliant free kick. And they've got one man, Fanny Oshoko, has been hitting them like nobody's business.
That's right. So the stage is all set for us. What did the gaffers have to say before kickoff? Don't worry. Yes, we have it all for you, because first our crew talked to the head coach of the students' Herentials. We call him Uncle. He is Paul Benza, and this is what he had to say before Joel Lupatla Dubai of Simba Bhora had his turn. But first, take a listen to what Uncle had to say.
Definitely, we know that Simba is a team that is very good at possession and attacking, and that is their strength. But we are not intimidated by that, especially when we're at home. That is their strength, and we also are going to capitalize on our strength, and we're going to go all out and attack the team from the first minute. Last year, they beat us at their home ground, and in fact we drew at their home ground, and then we won here at Rufaro, and in a game that they really needed the 3 points to clinch the championship. So I reminded the boys that we're supposed to do the same. And we're supposed to win at home. We're not supposed to lose away, especially when we're at home. My targets at the beginning of the season that I'm supposed to better the position that we finished last year when we finished the 5th. And I'm going to try and keep on fighting up to the bitter end to try and finish in the top 4.
Herentials, they play as a team. You cannot single out and say the defense or midfield or forward, because they play as a unit. From the goalkeeper, it's a team that's very difficult to break down. And I'm hoping that any small chance that we create, we bury it. Like I said, that they don't give away a lot of chances. It's a team that's well coached. So for me, my message to the boys has been: you get one chance, utilize it, because we are not going to get 3 or 4 chances today. So that one chance that we get, we need to utilize it. And also we try and bank on our defense. That it's been a good team of defense. We defend very well from the forward. So I hope that when we get that opportunity, we also try and defend the goal. Unlike last week, we went ahead first, but we had to concede anyway from a very good set piece. And I hope that today maybe we try and avoid those.
Those were the two gaffers. First, it was Uncle Paul Celestino Benza, and then you heard from Dubai, Joel Lupatla. So the two coaches respecting each other. There's nobody who's actually saying, we will roll over them, because it's never that easy. The last time, like you heard from Ginola, the last time Simba Bhora had to fight, hard, tooth and nail, to beat Herentials by 1-0. So number 6 meeting number 2, and we'll also be keeping you abreast of what will be happening elsewhere, right? We've got another 6 games that we will be keeping you abreast on. But now what we are going to do now, we are crossing over to all right. Now, before we do, we join our 2 guys there. That's the attendance and Uche. Not very good. The pitch as well. The pitch, Uche. Ayo.
And Senan, if you look at the key action areas, the final thirds of both sides where the action is very, very bad. You see pitches there where there's no grass. It also affects, the flow of the ball, as well as the dynamics of the game. The reason being overusage of a Rufaro Stadium. We have several teams that are using that ground as their home turf. And even if you look at it from an agricultural point of view, for the grass to recover, it also needs some time. So they're trying to come up with tactics and strategies to manage that, like to say no more games being played by other teams. It is now being reserved exclusively to PSL games. But what is also needed is just to take
good care of the lawn during the week when there's no play, so that the grass recovers so fast, because the matches are coming thick and fast for the venue. Yeah.
Yes, okay. The pitch needs really to be improved. And I'm sure the city fathers and city mothers, you would have noticed that. Right, what we're going to do. So, get ready. We are now crossing live to Mbiles, to Rufaro Stadium, to join DJ Stanley Katsande, sitting alongside Vava Valentine Mabugu. Of course, the national anthem will precede that. So, relax, like I said. Now we will be talking to you at halftime. The TEF there. Oh, this is not good. This is not good for top flight football, is it? As we just wait to cross to our two colleagues there at Rufaro Stadium. You had a look at that pitch here, that TEF. No. I mean, after watching what we have been watching in Morocco at WAFCON and the FIFA Club World Cup, the crowd, terrible as well. What is happening? What is happening? To maybe it's the chilly weather, Ginola. Maybe the chilly weather. I don't know. But Rufaro Stadium used to be pegged not only at Dynamo's Caps or Dynamo's Highlanders. People used to come to watch their football. I don't know. Maybe it's the chilly weather.
Yeah, it might be the chill weather, but these teams are not really crowd pullers, except for maybe Simba Bhora. But that is when they are playing at Wadhanai. And maybe there's also a counter attraction across town at the Hart Stadium in Waterfalls, where the table toppers, Moors, are playing against the other. Maybe there are some who have opted to go and watch Moors. Remember, this is the first time for Moors to play in Harare this season. So maybe we need to find out if there are, how many spectators are there at Yada Stadium. So I think that may be the contributing factor. Yes, the weather might be contributing again as well. And maybe today, I don't think on other sport, we don't have any other counter attraction, like the Club World Cup is not being played today. WAFCON is being played later. So, or maybe it's the economy at times. I don't know. But you have heard Yada hiking their charges at the Hart Stadium today, as you see the two teams now, the substitutes going onto the bench there.
Yes, the two teams just marching onto the pitch there, and we will be crossing over, like I said, to DJ and Vava any moment now. Of course, the national anthem of this beautiful country will precede that, and then we will be expecting a high-flying game from high-flying Herentials and a high-flying game from high-flying Simba Bhora. The two teams who are really poised to paint the town red. And of course, Simba Bhora will be missing their key midfielder, Buto Leswe Ngube. But Herentials at full strength, they won't be missing anyone. So let's see now if we can join DJ Stanley Katsande and Vava Valentine Mabugu.
A very good afternoon to you all and welcome to Rufaro Stadium. This is the ceremonial home of Zimbabwean football, where Herentials are taking on Simba Bhora, the defending champions. And Simba Bhora have come here with a lot of confidence, given the fact that they've played Herentials a number of times. And if you look at the stats, the owners are even Stevens, which means that both sides do not have a fear factor. But talking to the coaches just before kickoff, they were telling us that, look, they are brimming with confidence. Part of the crowd here at Rufaro Stadium, it could have been better, but let's see whether it swells to more than this as the game wears on. Those in green are Simba Bhora faithfuls. They've come the short distance from Shamva to be with us here at Rufaro Stadium. As you see, the two teams marching on to the turf, ready to get us started. And big number 9 for Herentials, the home team, is IB Honorable Benza, Innocent Benza. We call him IB9, like we do with CR7. He is IB9, Innocent Benza, jersey number 9. The Herentials, of course, in pink and white. The Simba Bhora with purple, well, light purple tops and dark purple bottoms. Yellow socks. As we prepare to pause for the national anthem. That was the national anthem being sung by Komborerwenyika, Zimbabwe. God bless our land, and Karibu Siswe Ilizwe Le Zimbabwe. Simba Bhora going across to meet their counterparts before the game gets underway. It's a wonderful afternoon for football. Plenty of sunshine, very little cloud cover. You do have to go back a number of years to pick out a day like this in July. No one can complain of the weather. At the end of the day, win or lose, they all have to praise the Almighty for giving us such a day. And the respective captains, Tinotenda Benza and Blessing Moyo, are there to meet Tafire Piri, the match referee, Joseph Joao, and Prince Moyo. Madam T. Tavengwa is the fourth match official. She'll be conducting the substitutions. And the formalities are done. And I can see Blessing Moyo going across into the center circle for their pre-match huddle. And Herentials, I think they've already broken camp. They're going across to the right-hand side. It looks like they'll be defending the Mbare end, and Simba Bhora yet to take their positions. Let's wait and find out. And it promises to be quite a big match here, because these two teams are occupying reasonable positions on the log. Simba Bhora second and Herentials lying sixth. It promises to be a blockbuster. And both teams would like to have an edge over the other come the end of this match here. I'm not expecting a draw. And accompanying me in this commentary box is Valentine Mabugu. Valentine, looking at these two teams, the way they're shaped up here, what sort of match can we expect?
It's going to be a very interesting one. We know the students are not to be ones to be overhauled by the so-called big clubs. These are the defending champions, Simba Bhora, that they face today. And one thing that we know is that the students themselves, they always make it a difficult task for the so-called big sides. And they're a disciplined side. It's a side that I've noticed over time and years ago gone by. Is a team that if you don't beat them in the first half, they'll make it difficult for you to win the second half. And they'll probably beat you in the second half, because this is a side that is composed, that thrives and survives on the second half, and has done well statistically, looking at how they play in the second half and looking at how they've set up today themselves. You look at it's a more of a 4-4-2 kind of formation, but on practice it should be a 4-5-1. We know that IB9 will be roving around, and he's got those tailing defense splitting passes, because sometimes people think he's that edge over 40s, late 40s into 50s, and they think maybe can make a real pass, and they let him be. But he's a dangerous player that he needs to be watched and be title monitored all the time. For Simba Bhora, I know one thing for sure is that Joe Lupata will rely on that front two of Gurirab as well, who has been doing well for him. He knows how to hold play. It does give Ziwosha that pace. He's got the pace that he will play into him. And you look at the midfield as well, and that is Trevor Mavunga as well as that is Ismail Nyani in defense, who will be coming into the part of the midfield.
Yes, indeed. So we get underway here at Rufaro Stadium with Simba Bhora attacking the Mbara end, and Herentials defending that Mbara end. They will be attacking the city end. Yes, Simba Bhora losing possession. Quickly, ball played to the near side here. It's Chino Benza. This is the young player who scored last weekend against Dynamos, and the clearance is good for Herentials. But Simba Bhora fighting for this one, and it looks like unfair challenge on Ziocha. He's a dangerous player, and he normally gets some overzealous attention from opponents. This was no exception. Blessing Moyo is a well-traveled player. He's been to South Africa, started off at Dimbare. A lovely touch there by Makunike. And again, Ziocha failed. And that will be free kick. Free kick too early on in this game, as Blessing Moyo prepares to play this one into the center. Lot Chunga being told to move back a few yards backwards. He's standing next to his co-striker there. Let's wait and see how Simba Bhora will play this one. Good clearance away on the right, will be picked up by Lot Chunga. Plays it along the ground. Benza is on the other side already. This is Tino Benza, the son. I was talking about IB9, Innocent Benza. He is the father to Chinotenda Benza. And the ball carelessly played into touch on the near side for a throw. As Simba Bhora continue to defend their territory, trying to get one over their adversaries, but can they do it? That's the big question. And this one rolls into touch for another throw, which will be quickly taken. Blessing Moyo has got a header onto it. Here they come now. Mavunga was the player. Good turn by Makunike, who lays it onto the far side here. Oh, inside the area, chance here. Oh, that was a feeble effort, and I think I saw it already that he was way offside. That was Gurirab Isaka. He drifted into the box virtually unnoticed. And some youngsters are coming through to enjoy themselves here. It's good to see people coming up as a family. One player is down. That looks like Benzan.
Innocent
What has happened there?
The son.
The son actually,
Yes.
Tino Tenda.
Tino.
Did you see what happened there?
I think it's more of a headache on him, and I'm sure when he went for the ball up there, you might have felt something during a tackle. Throwing that was yet to sit down there. So we know how concussion and head injuries needed to be given extra caution and make sure everybody gets to monitor him. It looks like he's going to be okay from our viewpoint here, as you can see from the pictures there. The doctors, the medica, making sure that he's okay. They'll give him the necessary count and a procedure for him to proceed in this one.
Yeah, I think he got a knock on the side of the head, which can be quite painful. But the fact that he managed to get up and walk by himself means he should be fine. Makunike, he gets the second bite of the cherry, plays this one long forward, and a chance here for Ziocha. Will he latch onto this one? Tightly monitored, it rolls into touch. Throw in to Herentials, the students. Still to settle down into some meaningful play. Let's see if Chiunga can start this. An attempted clearance goes out of play. Yeah, play still broken up a bit as both sides are looking a bit nervous. Here they come now. That's what Ralph Kaundera playing it along the ground. Nobody home. It's easily taken away. Makunike dictating the pace in the middle of the park. Mavunga. Nyani. Back to Blessing Moyo. Mavunga losing possession to Kaundera, who should be able to take this one. And I think he was being harassed unfairly. So assistant referee's flag is up for a free kick, which will come for Herentials.
The Benza clan.
Yes, indeed.
That's one of the sons.
One of sons of Innocent Benza.
Board member for Zifa as well.
Oh yes, that's a family, a footballing family for you. The father is playing, the son is playing. The other brother is a coach. The other one is a manager. There's a board member of the National Association. That's excellent. As the free kick comes now. That was Mahembe being brought down. So this will be free kick very far from the Simba Bhora goal line. Let's wait and see if Chitavira will play a long one that will reach the penalty box. It's a long one into the area. A chance here, and this shot goes wide. Of course, a few anxious moments. It didn't threaten them. That was Eric Dombo trying his luck. He was a handful when he came on last week against Dynamos, playing on the wing. He tore them apart with his runs. And in the end, it helped his team to win by 2-0. Good ball knocked down here. Mavunga playing it across a miss. And desperate clearance by Chiunga does the job. It goes out for a corner. And if the truth be told, with 6 minutes gone, Valentine, I think Simba Bhora are holding the long end of the stick.
Indeed, Simba Bhora themselves are looking to attack a bit more, but not to be overruled are the students. We saw that chance there from Dombo. He just didn't catch it cleanly. If he had caught that on the volley, that could have really given him problems for that is the defending champions, that is Simba Bhora. But I don't know, on high side, colorful teams. Never thought back in the day somebody would wear purple, some pink.
Yeah, I think this must be an influence from teams like Miami, Inter Miami in the United States. To those of you familiar with the likes of Lionel Messi, they wear pink. And now we've got two teams here wearing what I would call strange colors. Chunga on the far side. The cross comes in. It looks good. The header is feeble. And Dombo failing to direct this one. Of course, Herentials will turn around and say, look, you are talking about us being dominated. There is a chance. Kaundera. They are restarting the formula from the far side. Chama clipping it forward a bit too hard and too long. It rolls out of play for a goal kick to Simba Bhora, who have got a Malawi international player in William Tole, the goalkeeper. These fans enjoying themselves in the stands. There's a band playing on the Vietnam stand, creating a carnival atmosphere. Here it comes now. Dombo heads it, doesn't go very far. Chiunga, it's Piri rather. He's all over the place. Picked up by Benza. He's back on the field of play. Tino Benza runs out of space. Throw into Simba Bhora. Quickly taken. They're all looking for Ziocha. Another throw to Simba Bhora. Second shot and clip through as they go forward. Good return pass. And some good marking from Shtawira. Big and strong and managed to use his strength to keep the danger away for Herentials. Good defensive work there by Shtawira Joseph.
And we see, like we were mentioning earlier on, that Ishmael Nyani is going to be pressing hard for Dombo not to be coming forward, because he's making those runs to support Ziwocha, who's drifting to the left side of attack, to the right side of attack for Simba Bhora. That makes the three remaining ones there, so the formation changes. A chance.
Formation changes, a chance here. Well shielded, and the goalkeeper takes it away. Simba Bhora were momentarily under pressure, but Tafa Tanaka Webster did well to shield the ball for his goalkeeper, William Tole. Knocked down by Piri. He was looking for Chiunga, but he's taken away by Makunike. Here it comes back now to Simba Bhora. Piri does well. Majarira clears the danger. The big Piri. And they place this one in the hope that somebody will be there, but nobody was there. And Simba Bhora can restart the formula with their goalkeeper. They continue to knock it around. The Simba Bhora nearly creating their own problems as this ball doesn't go very far. Good header taken through. The return pass comes inside the box. Dombo heads it away, but this one, all the danger is snuffed as it goes back to the goalkeeper, who surprisingly is livid with his defenders, and yet he's the one who initiated the short passes at the back, Valentine.
Indeed, they tried to overplay it at the back, and that proved to be could have been costly for them, as we see Nyani again being the creative hub there for Simba Bhora.
Yes, and the cross is easily taken. Kaundera collects it well. Finds Chiunga Lot. Nearly losing possession. Takes too long and is taken away. And he recovers very well. Playing the ball into touch. Here's a chance once again. Herentials managing to defend well. Here's a long clearance. Mahembe beaten in the air as the ball is picked up once again by Simba Bhora. They're quite good at winning possession back. They don't take long. After losing possession, they actually press very hard and win the ball back. It's a question of utilizing the possession that they are getting. Some member of the crowd in the VIP stands. Joel Lupasha, a fantastic player during his day. He played for Highlanders, went to Cyprus, and he's actually called, well, he's called Dubai, that's his nickname. And I remember you saw him telling us how that came about. Chance here could be created. The long cross comes in, a bit long. Dombo misses it. Good back header. What does the far side assistant ref say? It's offside. I expected that, but surprisingly, part of the crowd not happy with that decision. But I think the far side assistant referee, that's Tafire Piri, it's John Joao rather, absolutely correct. Terry Tuenza tries a flick that fails, and in the end he's fouled. So the referee Tafazga Joe stops play so that young Chinotenda Benza can be attended to. As we take a second look at the incident, well, it was not intentional by his opponent. It's accidental, but nonetheless the young man is feeling the pain. And what I've noticed is that whenever he goes down, the father is always the first one to be there.
It's the paternal instinct that he has as well, that he gets to rush there to check if he's okay, really, and he doesn't like to see him on the tape. But looking at the stats so far, we look at how Herentials have created most of the chances. 2 chances so far they have created, and the fouls evenly balanced. It's been a clean game, nonetheless, considering this one being the second foul committed by that is Simba Bhora, and this one could be a deadly set piece for them, an set piece opportunity for that is Herentials. And if I remember last time against Dynamos, they scored off a set piece that had been created as well. So they've been really good at that, and they'll be looking to execute this one because it gives them an opportunity to attack at the Simba Bhora goal here. But also looking at Simba Bhora, I've noticed one thing when they're in attack. There is 3 at the back, then 2 in the middle, then 4 up front, where Nyani on the right channel for them is aiding. That is the front 4. That's when they were passing that ball that they lost through the keeper earlier on when they were pressed that, because there was a lot of gap in the middle of the park for them. They couldn't find a marker because all of them had gone up front. They're leaving a huge gulf there in the middle of the park. They need to change how they transition the ball from the back to the midfield, then to their forwards as well. So there's a bit of a gulf, and you look at Herentials, they've congested the midfield.
Yes, indeed, and they expect to win that ball whenever the gulf is created. So they have to certainly change their ways if they are going to survive. Let's wait and see how this kick will be taken. IB9 is involved, so is Chama. Chama floats it forward, and it bounces back into touch. Throwing to the students, 0-0 the scoreline. If you're joining us for the first time, 15 minutes gone here at Rufaro Stadium. Long throw taken away. Blessing Moyo makes sure it's safe. Scavia plays a long one forward, and this one headed into touch once again. IB9 gets a throw. Dombo, a good looking center. This one is taken away. The shot over the bar. That was a big pity. He couldn't fasten onto this one properly, but the idea was right, but then the execution was not as good.
We always know that Raf Kaundera can pack them from that distance, and it was the other P that wasn't correct. It had power but didn't have precision in that instance, and as we look at how they want to execute, now look at how they're lining up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up front. Then there's the 2 in the middle of the park.
Yes, indeed. Herentials are well aware of the danger that is posed by Simba Bhora, so they are defensively minded and trying to play long passes. Mahembe was beaten in the air, and this one taken down. But again, Simba Bhora fighting for every loose ball. The chip forward to good enough, and he was in an offside position. But I think the better ball could have been for for Nyani, who was on the right hand side.
Indeed, they need to use that flank. They need to be aware tactically because he's moving forward. In his matches, he's a right back who drifts and goes forward. They should check his runs because he's finding himself in acres of space because Dombo is failing to track him. And one of Tinotenda Benza should be tracking him going back because he's a defender. And Dombo, being a forward player who's also a left back, needs to be watchful and to communicate as such.
Indeed, they have to. Benza has lost it. Simba Bhora restarting the formula. Ziocha beaten in the air. It comes back to Makunike, who's quite a handful in the middle of the park. Flicks it forward. And in the end, he is given the benefit of doubt. And another player is lying injured, looks like Brighton Majarira. And this was the skill set of Makunike. Makunike is feeling fine, but Majarira is up, so the game can continue. Ishane Sumauchi ready to play this one forward. He's a very impressive young defender, Mauchi. Already part of the Zimbabwe national team. It's a good ball into enemy zone. This one drops once and the kick was on a Simba Bhora player, but I think the Herentials player got the worst of it. Yeah, Chivavira has gone down injured. It's a foot injury. You can see that he's actually writhing in agony.
That is Prince Chama.
I think what happened is that he was trying to clear the ball and made contact with the bottom of Gurirap's boot. And he's feeling the pain. The referee from Mendadli had said that the medics can come on, but it looks like he wants to get up and
ones when you're about to go up and somebody steps on you.
Yes.
And then you can't. As we look at that child, there he goes. It's one of those awkward ones.
Very. Now Takuzwa Chikosi can restart the formula for the students. Long searching ball. It's headed away. Taken down on the far side. Again, play being broken up. I just hope that, they will settle down as the game wears on. 19 minutes, we are into the 20th. Still goalless. And Mayembe, I think, is a bit too close, so understandably, Tuche Barnabas wants him further back. This one drops kindly for Herentials. Blessingmoa takes it away. He finds Nyani on the near side. Along the ground looking for Ziocha. Turns away from his marker. Ziocha for Blessingmoa. Back to Nyani. Trying to nutmeg his opponent in Dombo, but it fails. A throw in quickly taken. Again Ziocha tightly monitored. Turns away from one man, not the other. And finally cleared by the students, and it looks like Tinotenda Benza is a lone figure as Itole a bit momentarily undecided. A good distribution of the ball. It's played on the far side. Long cross comes in. Makunike trying to find Ziocha but fails. Massive clearance there. Benza tries his flick but fails. Nyani does well. Here's Mauchi. Joe Lupasha pacing up and down his technical area, just giving some instructions to his captain on how best they can apply their game plan here. Good enough. And this one taken away once more. Makunike is always the one available. Blessing Makunike is the other. Blessing Moy rather. This one nearly taken down. And over the byline. Throw in. Right on the corner flag. Chama to take the throw. As Herentials are still trying to take control of this game here, but their shape is giving them away. Lovely stuff here from Simba Bhora. Some fantastic in the passing. Yani on the wing, the cross will come, and it's overcooked. But my word, those short in the passes, that was beautiful to watch.
That's Donald Mdadi. When he gets into his groove in a match, he gets to detect the pace with his lovely touches. Wearing jersey number 6 today. So after 20 minutes, we can tell you across the country, Tel 1 still goalless with Dynamos in Gweru. ZPC Kariba, 0-0 with Manika Diamonds. FC Platinum and Chikerin, goalless as well. Yada FC versus Moors, goalless as well. Pikita Minerals and Kwekwe United, goalless. Against the Platinum Stars in Scotland, goalless as well. No scores yet across the country.
Yes, indeed. As Raf Kondera picks up possession, plays the ball on the far side. Chiunga comes running, pushes it forward. Oh, he falls under challenge. And Simba Bhora can play away out of their troubles. A lovely dummy. Tries a cross but fails. Mudadi comes back. Donald Mudadi, one of the very skillful players in the country, and that back header doesn't do justice to the pass. Donald Mudadi, I mean, if he can avoid injury, is a joy to watch.
Always a marvel. We get the crowds going, get them pumped up. Becomes the coke and creative hub for Simba Bhora. Hence, he's having this advanced role today. That's where he fits in the team.
Yes, and that's the coach, Joe Lupata, Dubai. Well, with Simba Bhora nearly caught napping, Chama doesn't give you breathing space at all. Long throw and comes back to Majarira with a long clearance. This one into the center. Blessing Moyo plays it short. Lovely ball played on the near side here. Still a tussle for possession. Nyani will guide it backwards. Piri had a touch. And here's Benza trying to sell in Ishanesu a dummy, but it failed. This will be a throw into Herentials. And I must say, both teams are applying a lot of effort, but the finer details of the game are still missing. And the players fouling each other rather recklessly, so that will be another free kick. Mauchi spots it down, ready to dispatch it downfield. These fans are still looking for some entertainment. A lovely in the passing coming from Simba Bhora. Ziocha doesn't get to it, and it runs kindly over the line under the watch of Joseph Chitavira, who gives it to his goalkeeper Takuzwa Chikoshi. Still to be tested. Of course, a few anxious moments, but he hasn't really been made to earn his wages this afternoon with 26 minutes gone. Ball played through. Blessing Moyo guides it backwards. Mudadi, good control. Turns away from his marker. Finds his captain in Blessing Moyo. Simba Bhora pushing forward. Flicked over. The flag stays down, and this one played into touch. Throw in to Simba Bhora, who are continuing to ask questions, but they haven't done enough to please their fans here, who are waiting patiently for the opening goal here at Rufaro Stadium. 0-0 the scoreline, and the last we heard it was 0-0 throughout the country. Massive clearance by Majarira. Blessing Moyo beginning to enjoy the game more and more, and that was a good interception by Dombo, who must have been listening to you, because you were complaining about him not following up the defender. But this time around, he's doing just that, blocking Yani and stopping him from bringing those crosses. That's a Dombo for you. Throw in. Skavira's long throw. And it's picked up by Simba Bhora. Always playing it to their captain. It's flicked on the far side. Donald Mudadi trying to find something from his deep bag of tricks to get past his opponent. A lovely turn by Donald Mudadi. Unfortunately, his teammate was actually enjoying the skills.
Sometimes you get to marvel.
And Mafunga was caught napping on that occasion. It was an easy pass. But they keep coming back, Simba Bhora. Makunike. Mudadi. Here he comes. They must watch him because he can hit them from a distance. Mafunga losing possession again. And that surely should be a free kick. Makunike bringing down Maembe. So,
being one of those gritty midfielders that won't allow nonsense around him. You'll go in, never too shy to make a challenge. And especially if you're holding midfielder, you have to be as tough as knuckle, reminding the forward players that they can't have it easy.
Oh, yes, indeed. It reminds me of some players from yesteryear, you know, the likes of Graham Souness, who would virtually give you a yellow card in himself after bringing down his favorite teammate in Kenny Dalglish. And here's Simba Bhora now. Oh, lovely play on the far side. Donald Mudadi can keep the ball in play on the far side. Turns in field. Looking for support, doesn't get it. Here it comes to Mafunga. Feeble effort. Ziocha. It goes wide. I think Joel Lupata will be very, very furious with his strikers for not taking advantage of the chances that are coming their way, Vale.
It came to Ziocha's weaker foot. He took it to his weaker foot. I think he could have shuffled it to his stronger foot there. As we look at that just there, there was still space for him to shuffle it to his right foot and then pick a spot. And nonetheless, as Herentials go on attack.
Yes, Herentials in attack with Chunga. Tole takes it easily and finds his captain. Oh, it was an awkward bouncing ball and they've lost possession once again. Look at Benza's flick. Not read by his teammate. And this one will go straight down to Chikosi. Takuzwa Chikosi taking his time. He gets a token challenge from Isaka Gurirab, the Simba Bhora center striker. Chino Benza penalized for, I think he didn't go for the ball at all. He just went straight for his opponent. There it is. Well, it looked like he went in for a fair challenge, but somehow the ref was not happy with it. So free kick to be taken by William Tole, the Malawian. Mudadi finding Zocha, who again could not stay on side as the ball is having to be retrieved for another free kick.
And also looking at the reverse fixture, Stanley, that was played on the 15th of March. It ended Simba Bhora 1, Herentials 0. And the students, they've always beaten Simba Bhora, beating them last year, getting 4 points out of the 6. Then the year before that, in 2023, it was evenly balanced. Simba Bhora winning 1-0. And a score, yeah!
Yes, Herentials, although they were playing second fiddle according to the stats, they now have the goal that matters most. As this one lands in the back of the net. Herentials are celebrating 1-0. Oh, they caught us by surprise. Because they never looked like scoring. Looks like it's Chunga who is going through his celebrations. Oh yes, took advantage of a poor goalkeeping by William Tole. And the ball is in the back of the net. 1-0. 32 minutes played. Herentials 1, Simba Bhora 0. But of course, Simba Bhora had the better of the exchanges, but they couldn't make it count.
The goalkeeper had to be stronger there. As I say, yellow card is going to be shown here by the referee. I don't know to who. He's looking to point. The assistant coach being shown a yellow card there.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well for the game because he's on the bench. I'm sure he must have said something to the major officials.
He wanted the goalkeeper to be protected, but I think he had to be stronger than that. He had to be stronger than that to go for that ball. He had every right, Chunga, to go for that ball.
Exactly, he had every right, and he didn't even push the goalkeeper. All he did was to take advantage of the fact that the keeper didn't hold on to it cleanly, and he headed it into the back of the net. So it's 1-0. The students in the lead. Simba Bhora and the Chinuchedu are trailing here. Free kick. The Piri wants to delay that free kick as much as possible. A pip into the Simba Bhora bench. Some long faces, you can see. The level of discontent is sky high. And not very happy at all. It's understandable because when you are down, you have to worry about it. Blessing Moyo lines up to take the free kick. It's in a good looking position for Simba Bhora. Can they take advantage? Chikosi making sure his players are in the preordained positions. Good header away. Makunike, Blessing Moyo. Ball played backwards. Donald Mudadi clips it through. Dombo does well to avert the danger. He's now trekking Nyani, the Simba Bhora right back. This is Donald Mudadi. Taps it backwards. And the captain, Moyo, well read by Chiunga, the goal scorer. And he's picked up on the right-hand side. Who checks in field. Mauchi has drifted to the other side of the pitch. Blessing Moyo now. Just in front of the back two. Simba Bhora searching for an equalizer. And this one is overcooked. The idea may be right. That it wasn't well executed. That was Webster Tafa. Throw in. And this one kindly rolls back to Webster Tafa again. This is Mauchi. Ishanesu finding his captain. Blessing Moyo. Tafa. Makunike just guiding it backwards. Simba Bhora would like to have a better feel of the match ball first before they go forward. Mauchi shaping up to go forward, and a chance here. Gurira didn't attack the ball and finally cleared away. The challenges come inside the box. That's a spot kick. Penalty.
Looks like a avalanche of goals have come in.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he was in control of that ball to give it a penalty. Yes, there was a touch. He got there first. As you look at that one, get there first, and there you have a penalty.
Yes, no question about it.
No question about it.
That's Tafazwa Joe has got it absolutely right. It's a penalty for Simba Bhora.
The defender should have done better to shield that ball much better than wait for it to come down to his feet. Gurira was intelligent enough. He knew if I touch the ball first, he's likely going
to be kicked.
Yes, and penalty.
Penalty it is.
Clever player.
Very, very clever indeed. Who takes the penalty then for Simba Bhora? Well, looking through the ranks, who do you fancy? Blessing Moyo, yes.
The captain is a good penalty taker.
Donald Wiladi is a cool character, but I can see Gurirap has got the ball in his hands.
He wants
as
to
a striker,
his goal tallies.
Indeed, as a striker, you need it.
Yeah.
You need that. Because once you get a goal, you have got your confidence sky high. And that will spare you to try and get some more. But of course, we'll be giving you scores from other centers. I could see there Blessing Moyo going across and he's having a chat.
Are you confident? Do you want to go for it? And elsewhere, it's been a goal, avalanche of goals in Gezi Platinum. 1, Scotland 2, 3 goals already scored there. And it's else is still Herentials 1, Simba Bhora 0, Tel 1, 0, Dynamos 0, Yada 0, Moors 0.
And these fans in the VIP stands looking very anxious. Isaka Gurirap for Simba Bhora. Can he find the equalizer? Your guess is as good as mine. There's a good chance he will put this one away. Referee says, let's go. Gurirap comes through. Oh, what a cheeky penalty.
7 for 7.
7 for 7.
7th goal for number 7 for Simba Bhora.
Wonderful spot kick. Gurirap, the Namibian. And it's even Stevens here at Rufaro Stadium. Herentials, the home team, 1. Simba Bhora 1. Look at that. Sending the young goalkeeper the wrong way.
Gave him the eyes and the feet went elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got nerves of steel, this boy. To take a penalty that is so weak, but making sure that it goes away from the goalkeeper. And you can see the captain was the first one to celebrate. Blessing Moyo as the game restarts. With Blessing Moyo in possession, good clearance by the students. Throw in on the near side. At the bottom of your picture, Joel Lupata just telling his players to take it easy. Here they come once again. Tafa looking for Makunike. Ball played through. A lovely touch. Mudadi. It's in his character. Simba Bhora beginning to knock the ball around with a lot of purpose. Here it comes in. Lovely play. Blessing Moyo dictating the pace in the middle of the park, and the use of hands is a free kick. And the fans are coming alive. They're beginning to enjoy. Simba Bhora fans all the way from Shamba. Why not when your team is just equalized? Yeah, this Nyani guy must be watched very, very closely. He must be watching a lot of PSG matches. He plays like Hakim Ashraf Hakimi, the Moroccan. And a chance here now for Chino Benza. Tries to turn away from his marker, but this one is cleared into touch for a throw-in. Talking about this Nyani guy, I like the way he loves to go forward. Confirmation of the scoreline, 1-1 it is as the throw comes in. Vale, talking about Nyani.
I mean, he knows how to track back and go forward. Has been effective. He's been chasing every ball as long as they're going forward, Simba Bhora. And he is one giving them the width that they need in this encounter. And he's stretching Dombo because he's now playing like Dombo. Now he has to monitor him, but he's not the man that he's supposed to be marking. That complements Ziwocha and leaves him free there up front. So they need to be very careful. That is Herentials. They need to organize, reorganize, reshape their defense.
Yes, indeed, as Mayembe plays it across. Now it comes to Dombo. Sliding tackle. It's a good one. Cleared away. Back again to Ziwocha. A lovely turn by Ziwocha. Plays it through for the overlapping Munyani. Danger here for the students. Turns away. He falls in the penalty box. He has got the time to play it backwards to Ziocha. Ziocha. Blessing Oyo. Lovely touch, and this one played a bit too early. And in the end, Piri can clear the danger. Dombo finding Benza. Dombo continues to run, and in the end, Tole can clear. Makunike. Piri. Benza brings it down. Mayembe in possession now. Tries a shot from afar. Good take by the goalkeeper. Moyo looking for his former teammate at Dimbaret, Mudadi. Here it comes once again. This one poorly played. The idea was there, but the execution fails him. Mayembe into the center. Kaondera, who was virtually absent for the past few minutes, but here he comes now. Ralph Kaondera. Majarira, Blessing. Long ball forward. IB9 is beaten to it. Comes back to Makunike for Moyo. Mavunga. On this one picked up by Dombo, who has virtually changed his position. He's no longer playing as the left winger, but now he's trying his luck. And this one goes out of play. Some of the fans are not happy with that. It's good to find that women are also very much into the game these days. African women, to say, because normally they don't seem to care about football. But these days, we find women all over the place in the game.
Times have changed, generations have changed as well, and it has become a family game altogether.
A minute to go and a minute of stoppage time. As the ball is headed up now, Piri. Backwards, Stavira plays it forward, but picked up by Blessing Moyo. We've seen a lot of the ball this afternoon. The Simba Bhora captain, Ziocha, back to his captain. Ziocha once again. The cross is good, but doesn't reach anybody. And in the end, they take it away with Tafa Webster. Quickly finds his captain. Blessing Moyo. Good enough, the goal scorer, who found the equalizer. Nyani again inside the area. Good block. And good attempt for a cross. But Mayembe had to trek all the way back into defense to avert the danger. 30 seconds to go. The corner kick will come. And I'm sure this could be the last piece of the action in the first 45 minutes. Let's wait and see. I can see Chikosi Takuzwa positioning his players. Simba Bhora to close this half with a corner kick.
Strange one. They've ever seen somebody place it right there. It's almost like outside.
Well, they say the ball has to be wholly outside. And in the end, I think the ref blew.
His nose bleeding, I think.
Yeah, his nose bleeding. The referee. We rarely talk about injuries to match officials, but
this
Joe.
Remember the last injury that we had of a referee was at a match between Moors and Scotland, where the referee couldn't finish the game, and the fourth assistant had to finish the game there after he had pulled the muscle. And this time around, looks like his nose bleeding. Let's hope it can stop. They can make it stop as quickly as possible so that we can have the last 30 seconds of this encounter. But so far, looking at the two sides, even balanced nonetheless, but we have seen how Simba Bhora now are looking to knock it around and pass it around in the final third, and looking for that final ball that is now being elusive for them to get a clean strike in front of goal. But in terms of how they're playing it in the final third, Mudadi, with his touch, his control as well, he's been doing exceptionally well. And we look at the students themselves; they're quite good going forward. as well, especially on a counter attack. That's where Simba Bhora need to be very wary. And I'm sure when the second half comes, and I always say if you can't beat them in the first half, it will be difficult for you to beat them in the second half, because IB9 will be maybe taking a back seat, and then a current player comes in, particularly in the midfield. Because one thing I've seen, Simba Bhora leaving a lot of gaps in the middle of the park, and if Herentials can study and look at that, they can exploit that in terms of when they're going on the counter attack. They need to leave a man free in the middle of the park, so that in transition, when they, particularly maybe after a set piece or a corner kick, in transition they can quickly counter attack, and I'm sure they can cause some bit of trouble. That is for Simba Bhora. Simba Bhora themselves, but going forward, looking at how Nyani is going forward, pushing forward, quite exceptional, and he has given them the width. You look at Osomudadi on the left channel. He's been controlling things and has been steady. He has found his mojo going forward as well. But they need to find more of Gurirab as well. Ziwocha needs to play that supporting role.
Indeed, because the midfield area is the most important one, and I think the match referee is feeling fine, and he gets us underway. It's taken and headed over. And he blows to end the first 45 minutes here at Rufaro Stadium. It's 1-1 at halftime. First to score were Herentials with Chilot Chiunga taking advantage of some sloppy goalkeeping by William Tole. And then a penalty awarded to Simba Bhora after Gurirab was brought down, and then he came up to score a cheeky penalty, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way to leave the scoreline at 1-1. But your overall thoughts, Valentine, of the first 45 minutes?
It's a game that statistically you would expect Herentials to win if we are going to go by stats, because it's either one of them wins the game and they don't get maximum points, or a draw being effective. But so far, evenly balanced so far. But I've been impressed with how Simba Bhora have calmed down after conceding in that game, for them to get back into the match and find a striker to go into the second half evenly balanced. But Herentials are a stronger side in the second half usually when they play, and it will be quite an interesting game going into the second half, how they're going to exert themselves. But it is of course Simba Bhora will be attacking that is the city end, the northern goal post, which is favored to receive more goals this season and in the past season as well. So you fancy a team that is scoring on the northern goalpost to get the win. But this is Herentials. These are the students. They always find something against the so-called big teams. And this Simba Bhora being the defending champions, they won't have it easy. It's going to be an interesting second half that awaits us.
Yes, an interesting second half. Let's wait and find out. And I think it's time for us now to go across to the studio for some halftime analysis.
Halftime then at the ceremonial home of football, Kumbiles at Rufaro Stadium, and it's Herentials 1, Simba Bhora 1. And yes, just to remind you, yes, we got plenty of football for you tomorrow as well. We are back and we'll be at Rufaro Stadium bringing you live the game between the Green Machine, Kepe Bhora, Capes United, taking on the Sugar Boys, the Strangle United, and then at 2100 hours at 9 p.m. we will be bringing you the FIFA Club World Cup final between Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, taking on Chelsea. As we were coming, as I was driving here, I saw some Chelsea fans with the Chelsea flag. Hey, PSG. Right. Okay. Right. What happened at Rufaro? Well, you saw it as the students drew first blood through Lot Chiunga, the goalkeeper. They're failing to deal with that crosser. But then at the other end, a moment of madness from Eric Dombo of Herentials, kicking at Isaka Gurirab, and Gurirab dusted himself, got up and swept the equalizer. 1-1. You're still here with me in the studio. Uche Achiford Mundava, and of course, Ginola Willie Mtingwa. And Uche, we were expecting this. These teams are big rivals, aren't they?
Big rivals, but balance of power heavily tilted in favor of Herentials. They are passing the ball with precision, but up front they are lacking the venom. They are lacking the teeth. Yes, it's 1-1, but it's a deceiving scoreline for Simba, because if you look at the opening 22 and a half minutes of the first half, the ball was playing or was literally camped in the half of Simba Bhora, though Herentials were failing to convert. Then those sporadic raids resulting that penalty kick and the draw level. But in terms of balance of power, it's heavily tilted in favor of Herentials. And if they are to continue that trajectory in the second half, they can get a goal or two. Simba Bhora, they now have the confidence because of that goal. Maybe they will change. But if you look at Blessing Moyo, look at Makunike, look at also Mudadi, they've been anonymous in terms of the middle of the park. I was expecting Simba to dictate the middle of the park, but it's not coming out. Herentials so far so good, but they need to convert that territorial advantage into goals.
Oh, yes, they really need to do that. But it's exciting, I'm sure you will agree with me, because every time these two teams met, there's fireworks, and we are getting fireworks from Rufaro Stadium. We will also be keeping you up to date with what is happening elsewhere right around the country. And of course, tomorrow, like I said, we will be bringing you Caps United and Triangle. The other game is at Emagumeni. We will keep you updated as well, where Iboso Highlanders take on Boys Zenaro, Green Fuel. Ginola, William Tingwa is still here. Ginola, your thoughts of the first half?
Yeah, like I was listening to what Achi was saying, that he was expecting Simba Bhora to be detecting the pace in the middle of the park with the likes of Makunike, Junior Makunike, Blessing Moyo and the like. If you have watched the Herentials in their past games, they will never allow you to play the game you like. They will always try to destabilize whatever movements you want to. That's the type of play that the Herentials do. Like, even if you see the last time they played FC Platinum, were also the best passing team in the country, as you watch some of the highlights there.
Yeah, the highlights coming through, and of course here Simba Bhora were hoping to draw first blood. The Don doing some magic on that left flank. Well, he always does, you know, Donald Mudadi, whenever he's in position, whenever he wants to play. And this one, yes, these were the early days, but Herentials gradually grew into it, and Uche, it wasn't surprising where Lot Chiwunga got that one.
Yeah, the goalkeeper a bit relaxing there, because the unwritten and written rules of the game is, if you watch the ball, make sure the striker doesn't get to the end of the action. So 1-0 up there to Herentials, and that Carrington.
What on earth was Eric Dombo thinking about here? Moment of madness. Chinola, what was he thinking? And then, I mean, this for a penalty. Well, you know, you can't. The goalkeeper just you just have to guess.
You need to guess where it is, and it was coolly slotted there by Isaka Gurabe. Well taken penalty. Yeah, I think Eric Dombo there was some seconds too slow. He wanted to clear the ball and vertically out of danger, but Gurab was too fast. And I think maybe lack of communication with the others, that there was a man ghosting from behind. Because you see where Gurab came from. He came from behind, where Eric Dombo was relaxed. He thought maybe he had all the time in the world to clear the ball. But Gurab was too fast for him, and he went there and removed the ball from Eric Dombo's path, and Dombo was trying to clear the ball. Then he caught him and somewhere near the knee there, and that resulted in a penalty. I'm sure that was a right call by the match official. And we were all expecting that Blessing Moyo, the captain, would take that penalty. But then we saw Gurab, maybe it's because he's their top goal scorer, so they want him to maybe be the top goal scorer at the end of the season. Remember, Washington Navaez left. He was leading with 10 goals. He's no longer there. So Gurab, that's a chance for him. He's now on 7 goals, 3 shy of the top goal scorer. As you can see it again there. Yes, they're very clumsy.
Yeah, but on balance there, look, Gurab was coming from behind and that defender wasn't aware that there's a player. He wasn't aware.
That's the lack of communication I was saying.
But on balance of play, according to the referee, look, it's not, you are not facing the goal. and you are trying to clear. So on balance of probability, was it supposed to be a penalty?
Yes, it's inside the box.
No, it's inside the box.
Now I'm
but,
just coming
but
to
look,
think
it's
about
inside
it.
the box.
Should it have
The
been a
defender,
penalty?
even if you look the intention of the defender, he is whipping the ball away.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no player. That player just goes
That's
from
right.
nowhere.
But he
That's right.
didn't
If
play
you
the
take a
ball.
look and good it up, really making a meal out of it, making a meal out of it.
Look, he didn't play the
I
ball.
think
He
here you
missed
get-
the ball.
No,
Yes,
but
he missed the
see-
ball because
Yeah.
look,
Look at
he's about to.
here.
Yes, if you look at the
So he's
defender,
about to clear
he's
it.
about to clear the ball.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
somehow the striker was faster. He got into the line of that defense,
Yeah.
and
Into
he was
the line
kicked.
of fire.
And he was
But,
kicked.
but the way he get into the line of that player was legal. He didn't go there with an open foot, or he was not challenging in a bad way.
No.
He was so slick and he was so he outwitted that defender.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
why I say the communication from the co-defenders, even the goalkeeper, you should call men on.
Okay.
That's what they should have done
Okay,
to
but
Eddie Dombo.
Ginola, if you look at the biomechanics of it,
Yes.
the player Dombo is preparing to clear. So
clear.
he has stretched his leg to clear.
Yeah.
But during the time he has stretched the leg of the striker came in.
Yeah.
But what was, if I then ask what was the intention of the defender? The intention of the defender was to clear the ball, not to hit the.
But he
Right,
missed the
okay,
ball.
let's move on with this one. We will continue this off the air after we've gone, I'm sure, because Mugun's gone now. Apana we green fuel, boys zenaro zirigo mangwana, but apana we green fuel. Right, Eric Dombo penalized there. I think I must, giving him the benefit of the doubt there. I thought, but anyway, like I said, we'll continue this off the air. Right, so what do you think happens in the second half? But let me just keep you updated with what is happening elsewhere. I can tell you that Ngezi are trailing to Scotland by 2-1. They had actually taken the lead. And the other games, Tel1 nil, Dynamos nil, Yada nil, Moors nil, FC Platinum nil, Chicken Inn nil, ZPC Kariba nil as well, Manika Diamonds nil, and Bikita Minerals nil, Kwekwe United nil. That's the story. So Scotland coming from behind, to lead by 2-1. Something there, Scotland always seem to do that pretty well, don't they?
If you look at the home ground for Ngezi Platinum, it's a tough ground for any team.
But imagine you're trailing 0-1.
Right.
You're trailing 0-1. You restore parity and you go ahead. It shows the character that Scotland has, and wait and see what will happen in the 45 minutes. But so far so good in the first segment for Scotland. If you take a good sense of the fact that in all other matches that are being played, no teams are scoring, and you are forcing 2 goals inside 45 minutes coming from behind. Yeah, it's an interesting match, and we wait to see what will transpire in the second half.
That's right. You were going to say something because I was right?
And
Okay.
you see the number of changes that has been made by Tondera Ndera. Today, starting with his third choice goalkeeper, and Kelvin Moy has been dropped again. It's created a number of changes. And remember, Scotland has not won a match away from Rufaro Stadium. So this will be their first win. Yeah, that will be their first win away from Rufaro Stadium. All the other matches, they've won them at Rufaro Stadium. They've been drawing and losing away.
I'm just wondering whether we can quickly have a look at that. Can we quickly have a look again at the Herentials goal? Because we thought we were going to see it because the Simba Bhora goalkeeper, William Tolle, was saying that he had been impeded upon. So let's just see, was he impeded upon? Should that goal, the way we saw it, it was a clear goal. Let's have a look at it again. Nah, there was no impediment here, guys. He's complaining to the referee that he was impeded upon, but I don't think so. I think we're going to see it again. Will we see it again? For me, clear goal. For me, clear goal. I don't know what you think there, Ginola.
Yeah, that's a clear goal. I think the Lord Chunga, they had every right to go for that ball. And if you see the goalkeeper, he was not impeded on any part of his body. It's only that he didn't handle the ball cleanly with his hands. And he was a bit clumsy. Have a look at it there.
Yeah,
Lord
we are going
Chunga
to
is
look at it
coming.
again.
There
Yeah.
it is. That's a clear goal.
Yeah,
That's
clear.
a clear
He
goal.
was,
He headed the ball, not,
Exactly.
not anything else.
No.
Yes.
But you see, goalkeeper. You see, hey, he was like blue ref. But he knew that he had made a slip up there. That's Tole William Tole of Simba Bhora. So, what do you think will happen in the second half? This game here, evenly poised, 1-1. So what happens in the second half? Let's find out from Oche what he thinks. What do you think Paul Celestino Benza, uncle, what do you think he's telling his students to do now?
The students are lacking precision up front. They need to convert the territorial advantage they have into goals. In terms of pinpoint accurate passing, fantastic, well done. In terms of the defense being disciplined, again, an 8 out of 10, well done. In terms of the transition of the midfield, supporting the strikers up front, it's happening. But up front, it's only precision that is lacking CNN.
All right, it's now time for us to go back to Mbiles. We'll be talking to you at the end of the 90.
Welcome back to the second half here at Rufaro Stadium. Herentials hosting Simba Bhora. It's 1-1 at halftime. Both teams have had a chance now to prepare for the second. Let's see who has done a better job as we get to prepare for the second stanza of this particular match. Herentials, as always, will make a change. IB9 leaves the field of play after 45 minutes. In comes young Mupuma, who joins the fray. And the body's up. Honorable Dr. Benza is off, and in comes jersey number 8. That's Mupuma. Chinashe Mupuma. And a false start there as the referee. I'm sure he has managed to stop the nose bleeding. The game is now underway. Chunga tries to play the ball forward, but a good clearance from Tafa. Comes to Mavuga. Taken away by Zuocha. Trying to open up space for Kurirab. He can hustle defenders into mistakes. But on that occasion, he's the one penalized. Confirmation of the score line. And Herentials box. Takuzgoch Koshi prepares to dispatch it. And it looks like Herentials were given some rollicking at halftime because they were so eager to go forward at kickoff. Ralph Kaundera's touches loose and is taken away. Chama got it all wrong, and he's lucky that Kurirab had run into an offside position. But he was caught offside on that occasion. Luckily, the far side assistant referee had his flag up. Joao John Chama playing a long ball forward. Good clearance from Nyani. Here's Piri. Mpuma is brought down. Free kick. And you can expect a lot of running around inside the midfield because now Mpuma is a tireless midfielder. And IB9 is not a player like that. So Simba Bhora are playing a tougher second 45 minutes. As the Herentials are searching for the second one. A second goal that could prove to be enough to collect all 3 points. And Mpuma hopelessly plays this one into the crowd. No problems there for the goalkeeper. William Tole, the Malawian. But I know that he must have been given a roasting at halftime for dropping that ball onto the head of Lord Chiunga as he plays the ball to the far side. Good control. Blessing Moyo. Now tightly monitored. Moyo is penalized. Free kick. Free kick to Herentials. The students singing in the stands, enjoying themselves. Simba Bhora not to be outdone. Have come up with their own brand of entertainment. They've got a brass band that's singing throughout. Here's a chance now for Herentials. Chiunga's cross looks good. Cleared away, but not quite. Dombo brings it once again. It's there! Mayembe. 2-1. Well, you quite rightly, analyze this game, Valentine. You said second half, Herentials are a difficult proposition. There is the proof.
Didn't take long, did it? Just 4 minutes into the second half. Look at that opportunity. Nicely crafted. Beautiful header. No chance for the goalkeeper whatsoever. The students in charge, Chinuchedu, they can hold their lures as they were caught napping in that instance. And the students I always say to teams, beat them in the first half. If you can't, they will probably and most likely punish you in the second half. And proven now, it is Simba Bhora that they have to chase this one.
Yes, certainly Simba Bhora will have to chase this one. They did so in the first 45 minutes. They managed to get a penalty. This time around, it was a beautifully worked goal. Again, ending up with a second one for Herentials. Here they come once again with Tino Benza, but tightly monitored by Mauchi, who plays the ball over his byline. Corner kick on the near side. That corner will be taken. Looks like Ziocha going across to take it. Herentials are leading 2-1 here. The corner yet to come. Herentials taking their time. Since they are leading, they are not in a hurry. Let's see how this one will be executed. Played into the area. Scrambled away, but not quite. Mauchi. This one headed onto the near side here. Picked up by Dombo, who plays the ball into the area. Blessing Moyo lays it to the far side. A lovely tackle coming in from Chitavira. Doing so well as the students continue to sting in the stands. They are happy, of course. Their team is leading. Simba Bhora must be wondering what has hit them. Here they are, restarting the formula. Tafa to find his captain. Blessing Moyo for Mauchi. Simba Bhora still shuffling the ball back and forth, and this one goes out of play. Throw in close to the halfway line for Simba Bhora. Madadi tries to play 1-2, but Chitavira is good on the ground. Plays that one into touch. Throw in to Simba Bhora once more. Herentials must be sensing victory here. Gurirab trying some quick fit but fails. Chiunga brought down as we see the celebrations there
For me, the missing link in the middle of the park for Simba Bhora should be Mavunga. I think he needs to make that change. He hasn't really exerted himself and, controlled that midfield for me. He needs to replace him and get somebody who's sharper, eager, and who can get those passes to Mudadi, to Gurirab as well as Ziocha.
Yes, indeed, because in the first 45 he was, fairly present, but right now you're quite correct there in saying that he hasn't shown up yet. I know it's early days in the second 45, but time is not waiting for him as the referee orders a retake of that ball. The referee briefly stopped the play in the first 45 minutes due to a nosebleed. Blessing Moyo averts the danger, but it's taken away by Mayembe. Oh, lovely takedown by Mayembe. Score of the second goal. Dombo turns away from his marker. Lovely play through, but it's taken away by Blessing Moyo. Chitavira tries from afar but fails. Now danger for Herentials. Gurirab tightly monitored. This one picked up by Dombo once more, as are the students, and it's out of play on the far side. These are fans expecting a lot better. Confirmation of that yellow card, Ismail Nyani. Here's Makunike trying to juggle the ball, but Piri is fighting through and through. Here comes Blessing Moyo, playing a crossfield pass. Doesn't reach the intended target. It's taken away. And in the end, it looks like Lot Chiunga got a kick in the face. But then Blessed Ndereki is preparing to come on. It's quite surprising that you get the likes of Neva Tigere and Blessing Ndereki starting from the bench. A clear sign that Simba Bhora have got depth there.
Serious depth that they have, and I think these are the right kind of substitutions that he needs to have, because he needs to control the midfield, because that's where he's losing it. With Kapuma having come in there, you saw how much of a workhorse he is. Tireless, always fighting, always going for that loose ball as well, and he's doing all the work for Herentials in the middle of the park, and that is making it difficult for the Simba Bhora, to find those clean, neat passes to their forwards.
Yes, indeed. As Simba Bhora cleared the danger. This one comes to Mpuma. Dombo on the far side, good control. The shot comes in, and this one straight to the goalkeeper, William Tole, who clears massively. Chitavira must be careful, and he is, as he heads the ball back to his goalkeeper. Takuzwa Chikosi, beaten in the first half from the penalty spot by Gurirab, but so far he has done a good job. Mauchi has got the height, heading the ball away. Piri from the middle of the park, and Mtuche misdirects his effort. It goes out of play for a throw to the students. With the Herentials band making a lot of noise here to Faro Stadium. A clear indication that they haven't thrown in the towel. Only 6 minutes gone. 2 goals to 1. Herentials, the students, are in the lead. A long throw comes through. Young Benza, but this one cleared away. We now have only one Benza in the field of play. That's Tinotenda. Mupuma picks this one up and diffuses the situation. Raf Kaundera plays it forward. Mauchi is all alone and allows his goalkeeper Mtole to come and pick it up so that they can restart the formula. Tole's clearance looks good. Drops into enemy zone. Chama was beaten to it. Here it comes to Mayembe. But Makunike wins the battle. Mavunga briefly appearing. And Ziocha allows Mavunga to take a feeble shot at goal. Yeah, that's how off color the young man is.
Indeed, you couldn't see a pass there, a run that had been made by Ishmael Nyani on the right channel of their attack there. Should have spotted him. That would have been easier for him to cut in across there, or even gone for the bar line.
Exactly, indeed, as Simba Bhora still waiting for the opportunity to introduce their three midfielders, Ndereki, Meke, as well as Tigere. These are the three players that can make it happen. A chance there! Is there! Good enough! My word, what a header! Wonderfully taken. And the Namibian is on cloud 9, Valentine.
Still, that's what we call that kind of a header. Stolen. Nicely taken. Touch and gave the goalkeeper no chance. It's the kind of deflation that when you hear it, the goalkeeper beaten in the near post, you'll be disappointed to have been beaten on the near post. As we look at that chance again, Stanley. Look at that cross. Stolen. There, the goalkeeper should never be beaten on the near post, but you never expect a striker to do that. You expect him to go on the far post. He went on the near. Beautifully taken. His 8th goal of the season.
That's good going indeed for the Namibian. But the changes are coming now. Yeah, unsurprisingly.
Barabazan Tuche and Mafunga.
Yes, Tuche and Mafunga called it a day. In comes Tigere and Ndereki. We expect Ndereki to light up the middle of the park with his skills. He's a player who has been around for quite some time. He knows exactly what to do. Here's another one with a lot of experience, Chiunga. Ball played through, good header, away from danger. Makunike to the near side. Chama does well to shield the ball from Donald Mudadi. Throw in. Celestino Benza looks down closely. Well, he admitted that, look, Simba Bhora play as a team, being the defending champions. They'll be bitterly determined to pick up 3 points and possibly claim the title once again in 2 successive seasons. The last to do that was FC Platinum. No one has been able to do that ever since. Period defends well. Makunike, good it up. Now Mayembe. Lovely play. The return pass for Mayembe does well. Bends that team up, but it's taken away from him. Mudadi with a flick. And this one is taken away. Mudadi. Ziocha. Turns in field. Confirmation of the changes. Here they come once again. Simba Bhora in a good looking position. Is there! Wow! What an introduction. A master stroke of a change by Joel Lupasha. Never to get it. Unbelievable, Valentine.
He is exceptional. He is real talent. Even from set piece, he had all the time in the world. Their midfield was cut through like a knife going through hot butter. The goalkeeper given no chance. Look at that. How well executed. Ziwasha does well to hold play. Wasn't in no hurry. Found the right man in acres of space on the edge of the post. Second touch into the net. Beautiful.
Brilliant, brilliant goal indeed. I have to say it twice. Take a look at that. The goalkeeper again. This one looks like it went under his diving body. And the Celestino Benza will certainly rue the absence of his first choice goalkeeper, Tino Tagarinda, who slipped here last weekend and injured himself. That is why he's not playing today. Second choice, Chikosi. Chakudza Chikosi has conceded a third goal here. It's 3-2. Simba Bhora, Chinuchedu in the lead. And I can tell you they are celebrating in Shamba. It's not yet over, but you have to celebrate every little step that you make. Ndereki. He picks up possession once again. Donald Mudadi caught napping. Chiunga was fighting for the ball. Chipuma, Chama, into the area. Cleared away by Blessing Moyo, who feels that he was being treated unfairly. And in the end, I think the near side assistant ref has blown to give Simba Bhora a chance to clear their lines. 3-2. What a turnaround. The visitors refusing to succumb here at Rufaro Stadium. That's the confirmation. Lot Chiunga first. Mahembe in the 48th minute. And then a good it up twice. And then never to get it. Tole can clear the danger. Headed away by Piri. Tino Benza tries to take it away. Donald Mudadi waits and lets it through, but nobody ran for that one. I think Ziwacha was supposed to be the player. Makunike does well. Here's Donald Mudadi. He's got a bag of tricks. It's played in there and throw in. Well, by her expression on the face, it looks like she's not happy with what is happening on the field of play. Simba Bhora leading as Chama takes it through. Headed away by Makunike.
And of course, this scoreline, if it stays like this, is good news for Simba Bhora, because currently Yada are leading Moors by 1-0 at the Hart Stadium, while Ngezi Platinum still trailing Scotland by 2-1, and Scotland have been given a red card. Peter Mutua shown a red card, so 10 men Scotland, can they hold on in that lead? Tell one lead Dynamos by 1-0.
Yes, and it never pours, well, it never rains but pours for the blue side of the capital, as Ziwacha controls this one well. Here comes Nyani, appearing on the near side here. Ziwacha skips a challenge, turns in field. He's the one who triggered the comeback, as the students are clearing desperately. Here they come together, calling on his captain to come through. And this one intercepted. And in the end, it's over the line for a corner. And everyone is happy, especially in the Vietnam stands. That's where the Simba Bhora fans are housed, with the students away to our left in the city end. They've just gone quiet at the moment. Nearly 66 minutes. The corner will come, never to get a score of that second goal. Came on in the second half. Chikosi must watch this one. It's played long into the area. Chiunga brings it down. And the chance for Nyani. Lays it on the near side for Donald Mudadi. Takes a cricket goal, blocked. And he keeps the ball in play. I think some dazzling skills from Donald Mudadi.
He has found his mojo. That's what he does best. Donald Mudadi. He can be a real thorn in the flesh of defenders, and showing them that when he's got his day, the meat belongs to him. Proudly, you'll take good care of it. Exciting times.
Yeah, indeed, exciting times if you're a Simba Bhora supporter. Nyani gets ready to dispatch it. It's a long one, headed away. Chiunga fights for the ball, but in the end, it rolls into touch. And out of the picture, Joel Lupata just indicating to his players to take it easy, don't rush, because time is now on their side. 23 minutes to the 90. Donald Mudadi with a deft touch. Gurirab must have been coming from an offside position. Oh, yes.
It's being lazy.
Lazy. And he goes down, Gurirab. But referee is not interested. Ball is taken quickly. Away there, and the chance now for Mayembe. And the chance for Chunga. Blocked by Mauchi. Donald Mudadi. This boy must be a thorn in the flesh. Ndereki. Oh, he has done well to find Gurirab, who gets past his marker. And Gurirab decided not to look. Donald Mudadi. Ziocha, full of running. Some good mugging from Chama. Mudadi. Just exchanging some short passes there. Yani on the near side. Tuche. Back again to Donald Mudadi. You can hear in the background. They are enjoying the skills of Donald Mudadi. Blessing Moyo trying to send Ziocha on his run. But he didn't see that one coming. But I like the work rate of Nyani. We can talk about Donald Mudadi doing all these things, but Nyani is a tireless hard worker. He reminds me of players like Benjamin Konjera, the late one. He never gave up. Here comes Nebatigere. But he cannot get past his marker.
And he switched flanks as well.
Yes.
He's now playing on the left. He was playing on the right earlier on in the first half. And he has maintained the grit and has come to the left since the changes have been made. Versatile.
Very versatile young player. That's young Nyani. The students trying to come through. Mtuche heads it away. Ball bobbles away into touch. Throw into the students. Mpuma takes it quickly. Dombo takes a bit long, and in the end he toe pokes the ball over the goal line for a throw in, for a goal kick to be taken by William Tole. Here's the action that was taken. Lovely header indeed by Gurirab.
Another assist for Ziocha.
For Ziocha, yes. He's a tireless worker. He never stops running. That's why these fans love him. Here they come once again. Simba Bhora. A rejuvenated side, Ndereki. And a chance here for Mudadi! Oh! How on earth did he miss that?
That was a chance to cap his wonderful performance with a goal. You should have buried that one. That one should have been at the back of the net. What a chance. Wonderful play nonetheless.
Yes,
from Simba Bhora.
Brilliant approach work from Simba Bhora. Joe Lupata continues to pace up and down the technical area. You know, he acts like he's like a caged tiger. Never stops giving instructions. And the players have responded. 3-2 if you're in Shamva. Continue to pray for your team. They're playing well here. They are leading by 3-2. Mbuma guiding it backwards. Majarira. Brighton onto the far side. Tino Benza waited for it, but challenged, and the ball is played into touch. As we take a second look at it now. Chance for Mudadi there.
Just needed to hit the target. Nothing more.
He had to. I know he will say I used my left, but then he was so close to the goal area such that he could have picked this spot to make it 4.
A player of his technical ability should have picked the spot correctly there. Not even going for power, but
pure placement.
Simple as all that.
He will have done the job. Free kick to the students here who are desperate to try and get a goal back so that at least they will share the spoils. This is how Ziocha created the chance. The third goal, he played it to Nebatigere and fired it past a hapless goalkeeper, Chikosi. And you can watch this one again and again as you see the Simba Bhora fans erupting in celebration. But now Simba Bhora will have to defend a corner, a free kick rather. It's normally Chama who plays these shots, but Mpuma elects to do it. This one doesn't go very far. It's cleared away, and Kurirap works it away so that they start all over with the throw in. Long throw into the area. Herentials player going down trying to fool the referee. He was not interested. Shtawira losing the ball. Mudadi finding Kurirap. Mudadi gets the return pass, and again it's Mudadi. Another left footer that goes wide. But my word, the approach work by Simba Bhora is something to marvel about.
Indeed, he tried to take it first time with his left there, but didn't settle well on his legs. Is a chance here for the students.
The students with a chance, but this one stuffed away by Mutuche. Dombo is gone down. Play continues. A lovely play on the near side here. Fortino Benza. Oh, wonderful shot that goes just up and wide. That was a well-taken shot. But unfortunately for the young man, it was always rising.
He hit it with his laces quite well.
But
I hope he didn't sprain that left knee, that right knee of his there. Hit with power, but lacked the right precision.
Yeah.
Tole would have been beaten for pace.
He would have been. He's lucky that it went over the bar. Young Tino Benza, I'm sure he's still able to continue, but in pain. That's the life of a footballer. You sometimes have to play through pain. William Tole, the Malawian, prepares to dispatch this one. Here it comes with a long ball forward. Flick header, but cleared away by the students. Tigere tries to keep the ball in play, fails, and is a throw in to the students, who are still singing away to our left. And some of the fans looking at the time, it's 75 minutes played, 15 to go to the 90. Blessing Moyo. Confirmation of that scoreline and the goal scorers. Simba Bhora continue to defend here. Makonike Jr. This one headed on. A chance for Chiunga, but this one taken away by the goalkeeper. But Chiunga is drifting into these promising positions time and again. If they don't control him, he will punish them. Kurirap still going in for a challenge. Chama flex it over. It comes to Mpuma. It's a Rauf Kaundera. Back to Chama. Good cross into the box. And this one runs loose once again. This is Mpuma. Headed away by Mauchi. Good block. Oh, wonderful shot, but again blocked. They come once again with Donald Mudadi. Still a tussle for possession. Mpuma is a tireless worker. Play on, says the referee, and he had tried to play advantage. It wasn't realized, and quite correctly, it's a free kick.
Look at how Ndereke has exerted himself in the middle of the park, now doing all the dirty work in terms of defense. This is what they needed earlier on with the spaces that they were creating in the middle of the park. Never together, yes, he has really remained on the right channel wing for him. He hasn't really come on inside. I would love to see him more in the midfield, getting dirtier and fighting and tussling for possession in there. And of course, it won't allow that his Herentials to have more space and the ball.
Yes, indeed. Let's wait and see. Chama here prepares. Prince Chama prepares to take a free kick. His right footer can be sweet. It's a good one into the area. Headed on the other side. Clearance is good for Simba Bhora. Out of play on the far side.
Mauchi, he has been very good today with his blocks today. He's like a wall of Gibraltar.
Yes, indeed. You remind me of Ephraim Chawanda, former Zimbabwe international captain. Simba Bhora with Ziocha. And this one will be headed back to Takutswa Chikosi, the Herentials goalkeeper. And he plays this one carelessly on the far side. This picked up by the opponent. Never Digere finding Ziocha. Flex it through. Donald Mudadi surely this time. And a chance for Ziocha. Oh, this one goes over the bar. Oh dear, Lady Luck is looking the other way when Simba Bhora get into the box.
It will save the blushes for Ndereki. He should have scored that one, but it would have been offside nonetheless, as a triple change is being prepared here. Joao is going to come in here for Blessing Piri. And then also Mweha.
He's now taking the place of Dombo.
He'll be taking the place of Dombo as well. So, Chimbetu, who I thought was going to start.
Surely he should start.
He's a solid
He's the most
defender.
skillful defender. And Lord Chunga calls it a day. And in comes Wilmore Chimbetu. Yeah, you might be asking, is he related to the musicians? Yes, indeed he is. I actually asked him that question. They are related. And Simba Bhora taking out Donald Mudadi, the magician, and bringing in Meke.
Giving him a chance to get a standing ovation for his performance this afternoon.
And indeed, of course, those close to us, you can hear in the background everyone celebrating Donald Mudadi. He's one of very few players in the country who can display some blinding skills. Despite being substituted, he must be happy. And Joel Lupata, like a good coach, just give him a huge pat on the back for a job well done. Chimbetu getting involved, but this one is cleared away. Mpoma, yes, he had a big say on proceedings since coming on, and Chimbetu can't fasten onto this pass. Playing on the right-hand side. He'll start from midfield, and he loves to curl in these crosses. Chimbetu, and these fans know all about him. Here's the chance now for Meke. Going away from Chama. Chama is strong. Meke turns away from his marker. Inside the area, still fighting for possession. This one falls kindly for the students. Makunike is virtually giving away this ball, and he's apologizing to both his coach and the fans. He knows he should have done better. Never to get it. Picks up possession with Lupata looking down very closely. Here's another chance now for Ziocha. Inside the area. Nobody home there. Picked up once again, Dereki. Dereki gets the return pass. Turns one way, looking for Never to get it. The pass is not accurate. Blessing Moyo. Tightly monitored. Skips past one challenge. Referee says play on after he went down. And this one played into touch. For a throw as these fans continue to pray that nothing happens to the lead that they've got. These are Simba Bhora fans. That scoreline once again, including the goal scorers, Gurirab twice, and then Never to get a chance for Gurirab to bring in a good-looking cross into the center. And the Chimbetu was on hand. He plays it, but again picked up. A lovely touch by Ziocha. Didn't give up. And I can tell you that they won't sleep tonight in Shamba if it ends like this. But for Celestino Benza, He's trying to change the way things are going here. He was on the winning side last weekend against Dynamos. And this is one of the teams that he would like to beat, but then it's not looking good because the visitors are leading by 2 goals to 3. 3 goals to 2. Good it up. This Namibian can be a handful as well. The clearance is done, but Mtuche brought down. Looks like young Tino Benza could be in trouble if the referee sees that as a foul. 7 minutes to the 90. These fans are looking very pensive indeed. Let's take a look at how it all happened. That was a crude tackle by Tino Benza. He's lucky that we don't have VAR. Otherwise, that could have sent him to the early shower. But Mtuche still writhing in agony.
Webster Tafa there. The one player that they don't want to get injured. For me, last season he was also outstanding, solid as a rock. It was a bit of a shock for me not to find him on the calendar nonetheless. But he is one man who brings stability and steadiness at the back for Simba Bhora there. As we see some substitutes warming up there as well.
Yeah, indeed, Joe Lupata must be concerned because definitely Webster Tafa was operating on the left-hand side and changes being made here.
Gobu coming in, that is Clemens Gobu coming in for Raf Kaundera.
Gobu takes in the place in midfield and Lupata continues to bellow instructions. No doubt, when you look at Lupata's record since joining Simba Bhora, it's been very, very impressive indeed. Keeps the team lying in second position, and if it ends like the last we had at the Hart Stadium, well, it could be a tricky situation for Moors, and Simba Bhora will be inching closer to the top. With 5 minutes to go, Nevatigere ready to dispatch this one. Hands up indicating it's going to be a long one into the box. He plays it through. Here's the bar. Whoa! This good it up guy. My goodness me. He possesses.
Tell me about improvising.
Yeah.
That's a striker. That's a lethal striker, trust you me. If you can improvise like that.
You must be very good. He possesses the thuggish will to win. I never expected a shot from that sort of angle. But here is Chimbetu now. Playing it for Tino Benza. Brings in a good looking cross. And now they can come away. Simba Bhora. Meke. Too slow. Taken away by Chama. Put it away there by Ziocha. It's a throw in taken quickly by Chimbetu. And a slip there by the Herentials player. John Joao. It's going to be a free kick, I think, yeah. He was impeded. And the near side assistant referee wants the wall to be the stipulated 10 yards. Chama still to take it. Waits and waits. The referee says, let's go. Plays a good looking one. Here's the top of the bar and that one could have embarrassed Tole. It would have been a second moment of embarrassment for him. He waved it away as if to say that it was wildly over the bar, but it bounced off the crossbar. And the throw quickly taken. It's gone over
Case
the bar.
Of Ronaldinho and David Seaman.
Oh yes, in 2002 during the World Cup. Brazil, England. Ronaldinho, that's when he announced his arrival on the scene. And he never looked until his retirement. Wonderful job indeed. And I remember watching an interview of David Seaman. When that question popped up, he asked the interviewer, please, let's not talk about that. That was a moment of embarrassment. Corner kick for the students here. The students, the home team, are down by 3 goals to 2. It's played long into the area, headed away once again by Simba Bhora, who are pushing forward. But Kurirab came out, and a save here from William Tole. 2 minutes to the 90. Blessing Moyo, the captain, who's really put up a fantastic job in the middle of the park. Anywhere goes now. And the ref again spotting an infringement.
Did a foul on the ball, I think it had gone out. Or it's a foul on the left side, it had gone out, and the second assistant on the far side called it. And it's a throw into Simba Bhora.
Yes, throw in Simba Bhora now. As they continue to knock the ball around, they have to do something quickly. Time is no longer on their side. We're drifting into the 89th minute. Still Simba Bhora trailing 2 goals to 3. Another clearance. Ndereki delving in defense. He knows that we have to protect what we've got. This one played through. Simba Bhora fans starting now to ask for the final whistle long before it is due. 30 seconds to the 90. Ball kept in play by Tafa. And free kick will come. The referee, I don't think he saw what happened.
Yeah, he bought it. Though it was a foul indeed. It was a foul. It was a bit of rough play and elbowing there from that is the Herentials defender who has been shown a yellow card there.
Yeah, just in number 24, that's Govu.
Clemens Govu.
Clemens Govu has picked up a yellow card, and he continues to talk to the referee. He must be careful, because if he's calling names and he gets his name again in the black book, that means he will walk. So he has to be very careful. Here's a chance now. It's only 4 minutes left of play here at Rufaro Stadium. 4 minutes of stoppage time. That means very soon it will be over with the Simba Bhora victory. And this one rolls out of play for a throw in. It restarted very quickly. The students, looks like they've given up now. Okay, the referee called it back. Oh, this is surprising. Chama, all by himself, has gone down.
Cramps.
Cramps, yes. This game was full of running, and it looks like Simba Bhora are preparing another change.
They're writing a letter to Shamva that it's still done and dusted as they bring in Cold Samba.
Oh, yes. Cold Samba. Of course, those of you who do not understand Shona, we're looking at the goals there. Samba means a letter. That letter has been written to Shamba to say it's signed, sealed, and delivered here. 3 goals to 2 will allow them to pick 3 points, despite the students celebrating in Ronaldo style after scoring their goal. And of course, William
And
Tole.
guess what? He's only 17.
17 years of age. That's a good start. Playing for the defending champions. He's being given the right stage. With Joe Lupasa as well, a shrewd mentor. Ziocha calls it a day. And And Simba Bhora are no longer interested in keeping the ball in play.
That's a lad born in 2008, August, before called Samba.
He's a youngster.
Yet to turn 17.
Wow. He's our own Lamine Yamal. Let's see if he can emulate the Spaniard by scoring goals and creating chances for his team here. Ko Samba joins the fray. Ziocha, he was a thorn in the flesh to the students' defense with his non-stop running.
Could he have been named after Andy Cole? He plays as centre forward.
I think his dad loves football, and he must have watched a lot of football. Andy Cole, of course, we're talking of the English players. William Tole taking as much time as possible. The referee is indicating to each other. It looks like they're saying it's time up now. I have the privilege of watching the fourth match official. He's packing his bags already. Puma. Meket. Beaten by Chimbetu. Chama is back on the field of play. The cramp is over. Good dummy. And here they come now. Blessing Moyo. Looking very composed. Together. You've done well to go back in defense. Simba Bhora. And anywhere goes for Blessing Moyo. Just hoofing the ball away for as long as it's away from their goal line. But the students are desperate to find an equalizer. A chance here, Mupuma, Mayembe rather. And this one is cleared away massively. And then Dereki. Well, there's a free kick for the students, Herentials. What can they do now? Surely we don't have much time. The long ball forward. If they can clear this one, Simba Bhora, well, it's all over. It's all over here at Rufaro Stadium. You can hear in the background the celebrations from Simba Bhora. My word, they played themselves to a standstill in the second 45 minutes. The Herentials looked comfortable going into halftime. After taking the lead, Simba Bhora found the equalizer. But it wasn't enough, because coming back to the second half, Herentials continued to attack. It was 2-2 at one stage. And then that deadlock was then broken by substitute striker Neva Tigere, who actually put up a splendid performance since coming on.
Content creators from Matabeleland and the Midlands provinces, this one is for you. Your voice, your choice. ZBC TV invites you to be part of its massive journey of transforming its TV landscape with high quality and innovative programming. Reimagine entertainment, information and inspiration by simply pitching your program concept from diverse genres including reality TV, local films.
It'll be interesting to hear what he has to say about the result here. And let's go down to Valentine Mabugu, who is talking to Celestino Benza.
This Women's Africa Cup of Nations, Morocco.
As the students got beat here by the defending champion Simba Bhora by 3 goals to 2 right here at Rufaro Stadium. And of course I've got the Herentials coach right here. Coach, difficult to take. 2 times you came into the lead, but yet you let it slip and lose this one. Must be difficult to take, particularly how you had played this game early on.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game, but unfortunately, every time when a coach is not allowed to say the truth, and you get punished. So, but otherwise, it's a good game, and credit to Simba.
Indeed, and of course, it was also some measure of goalkeeping inexperience on your part. You must have missed your first choice there.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think, as I said in the first judgment, that a coach is not allowed to say the truth. And I wish it was maybe like in the FA where we have maybe the video reviews. As I said, even in the other game, maybe our football maybe would develop. But otherwise, I do not fault the goalkeeper. He did well.
All right, tough luck, coach, but difficult to take. We wish you all the best next time.
Thank you very much.
All right, there you have it. Coach not too happy, not able to say really what is in his mind and how he wants to express himself about some of the decisions that were taken today. But the triumphant coach I have here, Joel Prather, here to come back 2 goals down, rather 2 times around here to come back up here and win this one. Joel, it must show the resilience that your squad have. You must be happy with how you must have played today. 5-goal thriller nonetheless, but you coming back twice to win it. It must be an important lesson for your team.
Thank you. I said that it's going to be a difficult game. And to come here and score 3 goals versus Herentials is not easy. It's not easy. These guys, they don't give away goals. They are a tough opponent. They play good football. They've got a good coach that I respect so much. We've been fighting in the division. I was at Golden Eagles. He was with the under-19s. So we like, these are the good games that we continue trying to play. But I can't take anything away from the boys. It's been 2 frustrating games that we played versus ZPC and FC Platinum. And to come here, we were under pressure from ourselves, not from anybody. But to come here and we had to come back, and then we got that win. It's not easy, but you can see this team is playing good football. So there are moments where I felt we could have maybe wrapped the game, but we wasted a lot of chances. And also, when you waste a lot of chances, you become under pressure because if you don't finish off your opponent, they get 1 chance and they score. But I felt that we gave them 2 soft goals that we could have defended. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that I'm the winning coach today. 3 points is good. It set us on a good stick of where we want to go.
And of course, you must be happy with how your team showed resilience and fighting spirit. I'm sure it's one thing that you need going into the second half of the season and fighting to defend your championship.
Yeah, the first half is totally different to how teams are going to set up second half of the season because also a lot of teams are beefing up. We might beef up on certain areas, but the second half is totally different. There's too much pressure. The teams now, they're fighting for the championship. Some are fighting to stay afloat. Some are fighting for top 8. Some top 4. I can say that the demands are totally different. But at the end of the day, we need to learn to finish off games. And yes, I'm happy that we won, but to concede 2 goals, I'm not a big fan of conceding. I don't like to concede, but I'm happy. I can't take anything away from the boys that we took the 3 points.
Well, coach, congratulations and safe trip back home.
Thank you so much.
There you have it, the triumphant coach Joel Prather winning this one here at Rufaro Stadium by 3 goals to 2. What an exciting match. What a thriller at Rufaro Stadium. Simba Bhora beating the students by 3 goals to 2.
Yes, the students, they 2 gift goals, maybe from how we saw it. I beg your pardon, Takudzwa Chikosi in goal for Herentials as we check the highlights yet once again. That was the cheeky penalty from Isaka Gurirab there to make it 1-1. And of course, Herentials came back to go further into the lead again with that wonderful goal there from Kayembe. And they thought with that CR7 celebration there, and they thought they had it all wrapped up. But then, I don't know what Chikosi was doing here because they came back with that header. I mean, near post. I don't know what he was thinking there, Takudzwa Chikosi. Some other goalkeepers would have said, no, he should have saved this one. 2-2, and we thought it would head for a draw. But no, Simba Bhora were not finished. They came never to get it. And again, it just slipped past his body. past his body, Takudzwa Chikosi, and it was 3-2. Perhaps Celestino Paul Benza feeling hard done by the penalty that was awarded, that was dispatched by Isaka Kuriraba. Well, that's just about it. It just leaves me to thank our two experts from ZBC TV Sports, Uche Achiford Mundawa. Uche, it's always good when you're here, and you'll be back here tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. My pleasure, and congratulations to Simba Bhora for bagging the 3 points.
Mm-hmm. And wow, the man from Real Madrid. Ginola, it's always good when you're around. You'll be at Rufaro tomorrow. Yeah?
Yes, tomorrow I'll be at Rufaro in the commentary box with DJ Stan, yes.
Okay. Right, okay. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. From everybody from the ZBC TV Sports crew behind the scenes, fronted by our producers, Bevan Shinurai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again tomorrow, it's bye-bye for now.